Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Biola Party Heaven. So today we are doing a review on MocsickaParty.com. I ordered their backdrop and I'm just reviewing it for you guys. I ordered two of them. So this is the first one I'm trying out. So the backdrop has a really nice high resolution and quality material. It's seamless, it's durable, it's lightweight, no reflective, easy to carry. It's so like really good. So also in their website you would be able to get any size you want. For my size, I got a 2.5 meters by 2.5 meters, so that's like, I think that's like 8 by 8. So it comes with no hooks. But I think if you wanted it to have, stuff you could hang it with, you could get that sorted from the website. Anyway, I have a backdrop, so I didn't look into that for myself. So right now, you can see I am putting it on my backdrop. So what I did was I used Velcro to stick it to the backdrop stand. So I just cut up the Velcro in like 6 different places, and I placed 3 at the top, and then I placed 3 on the sides to wrap it in. If the backdrop comes it's not smooth and you think you need to get it really smooth, I'll suggest that you iron it. If you don't want to iron it, you could get like a pipe, like a thick pipe, a round one, and then you wrap it round it and you're good to go. Another thing I would want to tell you about this product is the fact that it's true to size. So you need to be sure of your sizing. So the mistake I made here was I should have ordered like 2 meters by 2 meters, or maybe even like 7 by 5 feet, because the 2.5 by 2.5 was too big for my space. I think I was using the space idea I use for big parties. I didn't think about the space in my house. So if you're going to be using this in your house, I would advise that you get maybe like a 7 by 5 or a 6. So they've got loads of sizes on their website, so you won't worry about that. So after you've put it on your backdrop stand, the next thing is just to blow up your balloons and to arrange on the backdrop. The backdrop is really good, trust me. The color was true to what I saw on their website. I'm going to drop a link to their website in the description, and they've been so good. They've given me like £20 20% off for all my subscribers. So I'm going to put the voucher code in my description if you're interested in buying. If you need Velcro for this, when you use the backdrop, you can get that from Amazon, but you can find it in my Amazon store too. I'm going to put that link in description too. So right now I'm just inflating my balloons because this theme is a butterfly theme. So the best colors to use were pink and greens and gold, but I decided to go with shades of pink and then a touch of eucalyptus green by Sempertex. So that's what I'm using for the arrangements I'm going to be adding to the backdrop. So also, all you just need to use is mainly 16 inches and 11 inches and then 5 inches. If you've got butterflies that you can get from your silhouette machine or buy off eBay or Amazon, you can stick it to it to add that extra wow factor to the design. But once you have this backdrop, trust me, I don't even think you need to do so much with your balloons, because with mine, because you remember I mentioned I bought 2 of the backdrops, and I'm going to be showing how I style that next week. The backdrop, even without balloons, looks amazing. So just make sure you have the right backdrop stand. I'm going to put a link in description on where you could get a backdrop stand from. This one I've had it for years and it cost me like just over £100. Yeah, so backdrop stand, just make sure it's a sturdy one, a really good one. I don't really like using the photographer one. I think they call it photographic backdrop stand, because I feel they are not strong enough. And so also because you would not be able to wrap in the backdrop onto that so that it would look really neat, if you get what I mean. For example, if my backdrop was sorry, the if I'd gotten a small size that would fit my space, it would have, it would have looked neater than this, trust me. But because the backdrop is just too big, it's true to size, trust me. The size is accurate, so make sure you know the size of the space you're putting it into. Do not get a size that would not be right for your space, or you're gonna have the same issue I had here. I even had to struggle to put the balloons on because the backdrop size was exactly what I requested for. So make sure when you get on their website, you put the right, the size you want on there. And they've got loads of beautiful different designs. I didn't even know what to pick, guys. There were too many lovely designs on there. And when it came so quickly. So yeah, you'd find that this is a really good, option to go for. So right now I'm just putting my balloons together in clusters using 260Q. So I started off with the 16 inches for the bottom, and then I added the 11 inches towards the top. Like I always say in my videos, the 16 inches gives you that, that quick bulk, and you end up not using too many balloons. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to like even out the 16 inches because I didn't have a lot of 16 inches for this design. So I had to mix it with a lot of 11 inches. So when you get to the top and your 260Q is at the end, all you need to do is just get another 260Q and tie it to the one already in the garland, and you're good to go. So next, another thing I'm going to share with you guys is, because you wrapped the backdrop on the stand already, so you're thinking, oh, how am I going to get my balloons to stay on it? All you need to do is, before you like put the backdrop cloth on the backdrop stand, try and tie on 260Q to the pole, and then you can wrap your backdrop on it. So when you're ready to like tie your garland to the backdrop stand, just pull the 260Q you've tied on and wrap it around your garland, as I am doing here. So you won't have any issues or worries about tying on your balloon garland to the stand. So with this one, you can see I would say I struggled because of the space. That was the only thing I struggled with. The backdrop was too big for my space, and that was my fault because of the size I picked. So remember, guys, when you're buying this backdrop, buy the right size. Just to say, this backdrop is from Mocsicka Party. I'm not sure if I pronounced it well. I think, yeah, Mocsicka Party. And I got two of these backdrops. I got this butterfly ones, and I got another one. I'll be showing how I styled that one next week to you guys. So I'm just trying to like wrap the 260Q around the garland, and then I just add my extra balloons, into different spots. Remember I mentioned I had a bit of eucalyptus. I didn't really know where I was going to add that, because initially what I thought was I was going to like put the eucalyptus balloon all over the pink, but when I finished doing the pink, I didn't like the way the green balloons was looking. So, and I didn't want to waste it. So what I did was I just added it to the base, and it looked right where I placed it. So for the bottom, all you need to do is just do your mini clusters and just tie it into the base like I am doing here using your 260Q. Another thing about the backdrops for Music Party is the fact that I think they just don't do this just one size. They've got loads of different sizes, and I think you can also get a round shape if you wanted from them. So right now I'm just going to add the eucalyptus balloon to the bottom. See, I'm just checking and I'm seeing that it's not looking nice. I don't like the way it's looking. So what I just did was I just made the clusters because I didn't inflate a lot of it anyway. So I made a clusters of, I think I made a cluster of 10 or thereabout, and then I tied it into the base. So using my 260Q, I made the cluster and then I tied it to the bottom. So tying the extra balloons, I would normally use 260Q, or there are times if I'm able to like reach the neck of the balloon already in the garland, I would pull it up and then tie the new cluster I want to like get into the garland to that neck. Now I'm attaching my 5 inches balloons. So with the 5 inches, I don't really need 260Q because I can just easily wrap it around the neck of the balloons there already. And you can see I'm moving the balloons round. So attach your 5 inches to, random spots that you think it would look, good enough. You just don't put your 5 inches on spots that are not good enough, if you get what I mean. Because if the 5 inches is too much in certain areas, it would not be nice. So make sure you spread it out evenly. Like I always say, because you're up close to what you're doing, you wouldn't be able to like see if anything is wrong in what you're doing. But if you step back and look through your phone camera, you are able to like see, where, you might have made a mistake, or where you need to readjust, or where you need to, make look better. So like I said at the beginning, once again, to attach this backdrop cloth to your backdrop stand, all you need is Velcro. Velcro is the best thing to go for instead of using the clips. The Velcro would make it look neat and nice. The reason why you can see the bottom of mine in this one is because, like I mentioned, the space wasn't just right for the backdrop. It was too small. So if you're, using a big space, even if you want to like put the backdrop on your wall, all you need is Velcro, and Velcro won't peel off your wall. It will stay on your wall because it's not too heavy. It's lightweight, so it won't fall off your wall. So in my garland, I can see gaps and all of that. I'm not worried about the gaps because I know I'm going to be adding florals to the old design. It's butterflies and flowers after all. So adding flowers makes a lot of sense. So you can see I have just done a cluster of the 5 inches eucalyptus. So I just arranged it onto a 260Q, like a mini garland. It gives it that kind of, different look. I'm sure you've heard me talk about this in my other videos. It's a great thing to do. It just gives it that different kind of style. So now I add my flowers into the garland, and I place it where I can see the gaps. So this would help me cover the gaps I can see, and then it would give the old garland more volume, and it helps to make it look extra nice. So make sure you're using, good quality flowers. For flowers, I get them off Wheatonton, and then there's a lady that sells me flowers too. I try not to get eBay flowers because I don't like the way they look. In the UK, we also get our flowers from there's this website called Country Basket. But if you'd like the info on the lady that helps me with flowers, I think she should be able to ship to the US. Just send me an email and I'll send you details so that you can contact her for your flowers. She has pampas grass, she has loads of different artificial flowers, and yeah, you shouldn't have any problem with her. So also, yeah, I think there's another vendor on eBay that I got some kind of like dried flowers from, which were of really good quality. I will try and get the link and leave it in the description in case you're interested. So adding your flowers, if you're worried about the flowers popping your balloon, what you should do is to wrap a latex balloon round the stem of the flower before putting it in the spot you want to put it. So I've got some like butterflies that I could add. So I just place them into random spots. Normally I would place Velcro at the back of the butterfly, but since this was like a home setup, I did not bother doing that. But if you're going to be using this, you can see it's a struggle to get things because the backdrop is just too high for me. If I was at the venue, I would just stand on a chair or, use a ladder or something to like get to the top of the garland. But it was a struggle because my space was just too small. It was too small. But I still loved the end result. I was able to still like wing it, guys. Don't you think so? It still looks fabulous, doesn't it? Guys, tell me if this looks really fabulous in the comment section. If you're new to my channel, please, 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 please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Share with your friends. I would love to read from you. Drop a comment. If you have any questions, send me a private email if you want, and I will respond to you. Thank you for watching. Remember, this video is a review of Mocsicka Party Backdrop. And this is the first of my reviews because I got 2 of their backdrops, and I'll be reviewing the next one next week. Thank you, guys. See you next time. Bye.